it easier when you've got older brothers that are probably, picked on little brother at some point along the way?
Yeah, well, I was younger. I was probably like 8 or 9 playing up with my brother, my older brother. And he was like they're 12 so I was playing up, and I think when I was younger, I got a good gist of the smack talking when I was a little younger, and then as I got older, I grew into my own and was able to take care of myself.
You're a pretty chill guy. Do you play angry? Do you ever get angry when you play?
I wouldn't say I get angry. No, I don't think I get angry when I play. If my brothers or little sisters don't have any games out there in Cali, they'll come. So, yeah, I've got a great support system.
Have you talked to Joe or Jalen Wright or anybody else that's kind of going through that NFL process this summer?
Really, Joe's the only one I've been talking to. Still, like, keeping contact with, guys like Kamal, Jalen Wright, but I think Joe's been my biggest mentor and, somebody I can always go to.
What about Coach? What's his name?
Taylor Kelly, Adam Dado, John Beck. There's a group of guys that I've trained with. So.
How do you match? Because NFL quarterbacks do the same thing, right? They have their own QBs and they have their quarterback. How do you ever have coaches here and them confer with each other? Kind of thing,
yeah, for sure. Like my trainer was out here with Coach Joey and them, and they talked about stuff I need to work on, and my trainer kind of implements what I have to work on in his drill. So.
Coach Hosley said after the Citrus Bowl that you felt that you had so much that you left on the field, immediately started attacking the playbook. Where does that hunger for you come from?
I think watching back on that bowl game again, a couple shots I missed, just not seeing the field right as I should have been, and I think that's going to help me, in this future games with experience. So I think I definitely needed that bowl game, and yeah, I think that's where it comes from, just watching that bowl game over and seeing what I missed.
When did that click? Is it the first time you watched it, or when was the first time you watched it after?
First time I watched it the next day. The full TV copy I watched it, and then there's just some stuff I missed. So.
Even on the TV copy, where you felt like you missed some things.
I mean, there were still completions. I think there just could have been bigger completions that I missed. So yeah, just watching back on the TV copy. Yep, there's definitely. I don't remember how they did in the bowl game. I think they did. I think they just called me Nico the whole time. I don't know. Yeah. So.
What about the idea of just being one word, just Nico?
Shoot, everybody else gets their last name called sometimes. I hope they get my last name right, at one point. But I'm cool with Nico too.
This season's kind of got a weird schedule to it. You have a neutral site game and 2 road games before your first SEC home game in October. What are your thoughts on road games, neutral site games? Like, do you enjoy going into somebody else's house versus being at home?
I definitely love road games more than home games. I don't want to upset our Neyland fans. I love playing in Neyland Stadium, but I feel like away games, I just feel like all the odds are against you. Gives you a little more. Just gives you a little bit more, that feeling that you get. Yeah, you could say focus. I think there's plenty of other words that you can use, but going on the road is something I've always loved to do since a young age.
So how excited are you for Oklahoma then to open conference play?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yes, ma'am, I'm excited.
After games, when you're with your family, do y'all talk a lot about what happened in the game for hours and hours, or do you kind of flush that and move on?
Sure, we don't talk about the game really. Really, I only talk about the game with my dad. He'll ask me questions on stuff I've seen out there on the field and what he's seeing in the stands. But really, with my mom and them, we just kind of keep football out the way, and we're just enjoying each other's time.
With so many siblings growing up, was it kind of hard to get the attention from everybody's sort of got something they want to talk about?
Yeah, that's probably how my sisters feel, because I think my dad focused a lot on the boys growing up. But yeah, maybe it feels that way with the girls, just because they're the younger ones, and my dad kind of focused on them second. But yeah, I've always felt love from both my parents.
You talked about always being accommodating when people come and ask you for pictures. Was there someone when you were younger, as an athlete or a celebrity, that you saw that you remember that made you kind of step up a little bit?
I'd say the first two were Bryce and DJ. Coming out for me, they're the 2 top high schoolers. CJ Stroud too. So let's say when I first seen those 3, I kind of was shocked, and I wanted to get a picture with them. So that's when I say I know how it feels for a couple young kids that they see someone they look up to.
Where was that at? Was that at a camp or something?
I first seen CJ Stroud. It was at a high school. We were training there. He came out, and that's when I think that was probably my 8th grade or 9th grade year. Bryce and DJ was probably we had a little all-star game my 6th grade year, and they played in it. They're the older kids, so I got them there, and then I think DJ was there, and then Bryce was kind of Bosco versus Modern Day game. So.
What age were you when somebody first asked for your autograph or a selfie or something like that?
Shoot, I couldn't tell you, man. I'm not too sure. I want to say probably 16, 17. Oh, I'm not too sure.
How do you think you reacted to that the first few times it happened?
I was kind of like, oh damn, you want my autograph? It's kind of weird, but yeah, I gave it to him. I don't think I even had an autograph then, so I kind of like. It was probably a bad autograph he got from me.
Not great in cursive?
Yeah, probably not even in cursive. I don't remember.
So there's a printed Nico autograph.
There's probably it. Yeah. They're probably Nico or some 8 or Nico I8.
Have you worked on that then? Have you worked
Yeah,
on your signature
From that day on, I had to practice my signature a little
Are
bit.
you an Olympics guy at all? Like, do you watch the beach volleyball, being a volleyball guy?
Sure, I haven't watched beach volleyball. No, I feel like I lock in more on the basketball when the Olympics is going on.
Can you describe what it's like going against Amari Thomas in that defense here?
Oh, it's great, man. I'm going against one of the best best D lines in the country. You know, Coach Garner does a great job with that whole D line, and I think it's a great experience for me to, this is the best D lineman I'm gonna face in practice, and it'll just give me a better feel on where to move in certain situations. So.
Thomas says that sometimes in the locker room he lets you know that he's gonna get after you that day.
Yes,
What's that dynamic like?
It's great, man. I just, when they say stuff like that, it gets my competitive spirit up. So even the DBs will talk a little bit, Ricky will talk. So it definitely just gets my competitive spirit going.
Are you keeping score?
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. We got to score.
No, are you keeping score?
Oh, am I keeping score?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we go back and forth enough to where we're good on not keeping score. So, yeah.
You were talking about trash talk earlier. Who's the best trash talk on defense?
Best trash talk on the defense? On the D-line, I'd probably say nobody really talks to me but James Pierce. He's probably the one that most talks to me. And then on the back end, DBs, probably have to say Andre Turrentine. Ricky only talks when I talk to him, so if I say something, he'll get him going. We just have some friendly trash talk. Yeah, some friendly trash talk.
James back it up. You would say?
Oh yeah, he backs it up. He backs it up a couple times. It's a great competition. Him and Lance will go at it. Him and John will go at it. So I love the competition.
Do you and James have much of a relationship connection? You guys are kind of the stars of this team, this program.
Yeah, me and James have a great relationship, man. That's my guy, man. James has always welcomed me since I've gotten here. So yeah, me and James have a great relationship.